Hello, fifth grade. Today is Tuesday, September 22nd. And in class today, I reminded people to turn in their cursive spelling from last week. And then I encouraged them to make sure they turn in their week 5 cursive spelling by Friday. It's your daily reminder to make sure that you're reading for at least 20 minutes every day. That can be the newspaper, sitting down with Grandma and Grandpa on the weekend. It could be reading your favorite Young and Modern magazine or your favorite duck hunting magazine, or it could be reading a novel or any nonfiction text. Let's see. And then the other thing today that we worked on was, I think I left fifth grade up in the front of the room, but I can show you on this one. There you go. We started off working in this packet, and a couple days ago I taught you, hi, they went to PE.
Yeah.
Okay, I taught you, so it was last week, I taught you how to make and break compound and complex sentences. Here's your friendly reminder that compound sentences are hooked together with a comma conjunction. Complex sentences are hooked together with a subordinating conjunction, which is just a word like because, since, although, when, after, words like that. We have already practiced putting two simple sentences together in a compound sentence and a complex sentence. That was the basketball sentences. I needed to improve my jump shot because of the tournament. And then today is the day we worked on the one that talks about the dog barked at me when I refused to throw her favorite toy. And then sentence 2 says, although I prefer to eat Mexican food, I absolutely love to eat Andrea's pizza. And both of these are complex sentences. You can tell because they are not connected with a comma and, comma, or, comma, but, comma, so. There's no comma conjunction connecting the two sentences. So that means I have a subordinating conjunction in there sometime. That's a word that shows a cause-effect relationship. So that would be like since or because. It can also be a word that shows a change in time, like when, if, after, before. So when I look at sentence 1, I see it says, my dog barked at me when I refused to throw her favorite toy. When is my subordinating conjunction. So in order to break that sentence into two simple sentences, I just need to write, my dog barked at me, period. I refused to throw her favorite toy, period. So it would look like that top number 1 where it says break it. And then the second complex sentence has the word although in it. So it's like because of this, then that. Or although this, then that. So although is the word I need to leave out because it's not part of either of the simple sentences. It's just my subordinating conjunction that helps me hook them together to make them make sense. So I would separate it into, I prefer to eat Mexican food, period. I absolutely love to eat Andrea's pizza, period. Remember that there is a key at the bottom of your page. If you flip it over, you can see the answers. Please make sure you have written 2 complete sentences, and then you'll be ready to go for tomorrow. The next thing we did today was write our 4th paragraph for our expository essay. So in order to write a conclusion, we decided it needed 2 things. First, it needs to restate your main idea. So at the beginning of your paragraphs, in the introduction, you had a sentence that said the person who invented it, what it was, when it happened. So look back at that sentence and then get ready to write another sentence kind of like it. For instance, this says, writes hard work. This was the expository essay I read about Silly Putty. And this is the concluding paragraph. Wright's hard work may have seemed like a failure at first, but in fact, his invention provided hours of fun for generations of children. What can you say that's kind of restating the main idea about your topic, the main importance about your topic? And then the second thing you're supposed to do in the conclusion is leave the reader with something to think about. And they go on to say, Silly Putty also served important and useful purposes that he never imagined while creating it. His silly invention turned out to be seriously amazing. For us, we kind of came up with a sentence that we could fill in the blanks for to help us with the part that says, leave the reader with something to think about. How about if you had... I need to share this cursive writing with you too. I decided to look up some letters to help you. I know I have Melina at home. Maybe it's not going to give me your address. Well, that's annoying. I'll do that later. Anyway, I need a new document. I don't know why it always makes it start at 11. Those are tiny letters. So we said without blank, the name of your invention, people would not be able to blank. So like, what is it about your invention that made people be able to do something? We have one student in here who is doing the toy car, and so without the invention of the toy car, people would not have had any kind of joy or hobby during the Great Depression, because that was one of the big reasons why people started making toy cars. I'm going to show you this one last thing. Yes. When you write your conclusion, make sure that you go back to your intro and write something along the same lines as your thesis statement or your main idea statement. And then make sure you also say just something interesting about it. Without having invented color TV, we never would have been able to enjoy whatever it is, the bright colors on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood when I was a kid. And that is all you have to do. So you should have 4 half sheets of paper in your spiral notebook at this time. And tomorrow, after everybody shows me those, we are going to start the revision process. And I have a sample that I'm going to share with you and show you how I was able to work on my sentence structure to try to build better complex and compound sentences to make my writing better and more complete. And I think that is it for the day. So, see you at 1 o'clock.